Hello everyone, and welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft. So last time we were digging an iron mine, and I found the iron at the bottom of it. It is poor quality, so I'm not even going to waste my time doing any more of this. Although it is almost nighttime, so we'll just head home. And then I'll grab a horse and we'll come back out here. Look for some more stuff. And that'll be that. I could bring a bed with me everywhere I go, I suppose. It is an option. Since my house is pretty much at my spawn point, it's not like I would have to... I think it's at the spawn point. Actually, now that I think about it, do I know that for a fact? I don't think that I do. You know what I completely forgot we had? We have a map. Which I suppose would be a whole lot easier to work with on a horse. Although I think the map got bugged, didn't it? I don't know if I've updated TerraFirmaCraft since then. So I don't know if it'll work properly now or not. Something to look into, I suppose. Hey, zombie. Bye, zombie. Hey, Skelly. Bye, Skelly. So, that's a thing. We can try the map. We'll see if it works. If not, then whatever. If yes, then cool. If it's in a quantum state of both working and not working at the same time, then that's weird. But, okay, that's just weird. And that's that. So, we'll move on. We'll try to find... Hello. You were a little bit loud in my ears. But that's a thing. So it's really unfortunate that that was poor quality iron. If it was normal quality, I'd be like, okay, well, we'll keep this one in mind. We'll keep looking. If we come across some poor ones, we'll just give up and use the normal one. Next episode's the big kaboom. Now that I think about it, so I'm gonna have to spend some time off camera looking for one if we don't find it in the next candidate. So that's the thing. But yeah. So this is episode 99. Ugh. One to go. One to go. It's actually kind of cool. So I kind of ended a roguelike series on my channel a while ago, and I don't really think that I talked about it too much. I put an end to Magicite, and I put an end to Binding of Isaac. I was enjoying the playstyle of Binding of Isaac, but honestly, it was just a struggle to get through every time. It was just disgusting to me, and I mean, I guess that's its appeal for some people, but for me, the gameplay and the... No, that's about it. For me, the gameplay was not enough to overshadow the just disgusting design of the game. I'm sure some people love it, and you know, that's fair. There are people who are like morbidly curious and stuff like that, or so I'm sure there's an equal thing for just like toilet humor stuff. I don't know, whatever. So, not for me. I enjoyed the playstyle, and that was enough to get me through a few episodes. But all in all, it was just rough getting through that in general. So, put Binding of Isaac to rest. Magicite, I just feel like I was not making any progress in that game. And I've done enough in that to feel some accomplishment. I've beaten the secret boss. Or not this. Was the Spirit Knight the secret boss? Or am I thinking of something different? I might be thinking of something different. So I've done a lot of stuff in that to feel accomplished with. Beating the game is not something that I feel like I'm super missing out on or anything, so not gonna worry about it. I still have fences. I still have fences. So that's the state of the roguelike games. Oh, I need a rope. So I kind of put an end to them a little bit without warning. And that's that. Their slot will eventually be taken up by No Man's Sky when that launches. So you can look forward to that. Until then, I gotta look through the games that I have on Steam because I have quite a few assortments of them. I got Amnesia when it was free, and I think I brought this up before. I might consider doing that, but that's the kind of thing, like horror games, I don't think they have the same appeal if they don't have face cam, so I think I would probably prefer to get a video camera before I attempt stuff like that. And that's something I haven't even thought about in the whole time that I've been on YouTube is video camera stuff. I think I would prefer to move my recording setup to somewhere where I have a more reliable control over the sound levels in the room before I decide to do that. Which might happen not too long from now. So that's a thing. That could end up happening. Although it might take a little bit longer than the original plan. And if it does end up happening, the original plan is basically pointless. So if we're fully committed to the new plan, I know I'm being like super vague, not saying what all this stuff is, but if we're committed to the new thing, then I won't be able to get that set up soon. So I might have to just cave and put a webcam where my current setup is, which, you know, is no problem. I'm basically just behind me is like a living room, so that's the thing. Big wide open space. The only problem with the setup where I am is unless I have a camera that's really good at processing light changes, I have windows behind me, so the sun can kind of shine in from there. And on a cloudy day where contrast might be changing constantly, it could be a little awkward. I don't know why I'm working my way towards this iron, but apparently I am, so that's a thing. So, yeah, stuff I have to think about if I plan on doing horror stuff. There's also the fact that horror really doesn't get to me very well. I have a friend who she gets scared by horror games real easily, like really good, but she loves playing them. So we bought Silent Hill, or a version of Silent Hill, for our PlayStation, or my PlayStation, or whatever, as opposed to hers. And we played that every time she was over, and it was just me breezing through the game without barely any reaction to anything, and then her jumping at literally every scare. Some things that weren't even scares. And getting super nervous over not so tense situations. So that was fun. Maybe I'll get her to play Amnesia on here. Although she's played through it already a ton of times. Still gets her, but I feel like somebody playing it completely blind might have the better opportunity to get a bit scared with it. And to be fair, I've never played a horror game, those types of horror games where you can't fight back. You just have to kind of like run and hide. So that might be a little bit more of a stressful situation that I could try out. Who knows? Man, there's really no ore around here, is there? I could have swore I had passed up like a whole ton of ore pockets at some point and just been like, yeah, no, I'll get it if I need it. They're not hard to find, so why bother marking them? Could have swore that was my mentality at some point. Oh well. We'll keep moving. I'm sure we'll find something at some point. Hello, copper. Look at all of you. You're poor quality, so I don't really care about you, but look at all of you. So, yeah, that's a thing. So, anyway, eventually I'll have No Man's Sky in the roguelike slot. And then I'll have basically my exact same schedule as now. Except with KOTOR 2 and KOTOR slots and whatever I do with TFC in that slot. And that basically fills out my original schedule aside from Fallout 4. Which I ended because there was like literally no interest in that series. Nobody was watching it. I could bring it back modded or something. I don't know. I'd love to get Dark Souls 3 and start recording with that. I know I kind of gave up on Dark Souls 1, but just because I chose an unnecessarily difficult path for myself. If I had just done the normal path, I would have been absolutely fine. I realize that now. Now that I've beaten the game twice with 2 different characters. One of which first tried Gwyn, the other second or third try. So, and on both playthroughs, I first tried Gwyn and Seath, or not Gwyn. I first tried Seath the Scaleless and Gravelord Nito. Honestly, not that hard fight. Not that hard of a fight. The only problem with Nito is if you get the skeletons on you, but you can kill them permanently if you kill them with a divine weapon. So that's what I did. I used a Stora's Straight Sword on my Dex build, and then I had a Sorcerer's build, and I was like, or a Cleric build, or whatever the Miracles one is. Although I kind of changed it over to Sorcery halfway through, and kind of dual spec'd into Sorcery and Faith. Anyway. Does iron spawn in limestone? I don't know that it does. Yeah, I don't know that it does. Oh, I guess it must, because I have an iron locator over this way. So you know what? Let's go over to where that one is. See if things don't pan out. Oh, I wish I had said panned out while I was using a gold pan. Oh well. There will be other opportunities for puns. Why am I here? Why am I doing this? This is dangerous as hell. What was I saying before? Oh, Dark Souls, yes. So, first tried. The 4 kings are annoying. Like, super annoying. I had to get 2 other players in to beat them on my Dex build. I was able to do just with Witch Beatrice on my sorcery build, so that wasn't so bad. But Gwyn is super easy with the sorcerer's build if you just get the crystals, the homing crystal soul mass spell. It's like super easy to manage. You cast the spell, he takes a dodge immediately, expecting it to be, you know, just a spell that goes directly at him. So just when the orbs go up and around you, he's already wasted his dodge trying to dodge it at that point, and then they just fly at him and hurt him for massive amounts of damage. The guy is super weak to magic damage. So, that's the thing. Makes him super easy. Although I think Crystal Soul Mask has a high intelligence requirement-ish. So, probably not speedrunnable. But, especially since you have to kind of like finish off, well, you don't have to finish, but you have to get Big Hat Logan all the way to the archives, which means you have to go out of your way on Sense Fortress to free him, so. Definitely, probably not speedrunnable. Okay, so this is Limonite territory, so that's what we're gonna have to keep ourselves out, keep our eyes open for. Limonite. Limonite. Oh, fudge. Hello. Which I'm pretty sure the way of saying Limonite like that was popularized by Packrat and them, and now it's the name of the achievement, which is cool. But yeah, the Four Kings, annoying as hell. In summary, worst boss. Well, to be fair, they're well designed. It's just they're annoying. I couldn't imagine soloing them. I know I've seen it done before. I've watched Christopher Odd stuff. Is that magnetite? That is magnetite. So this works. You wanna sit there for me? It must be pretty low underground. Yeah, seems like it. Okay, boo 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 boo. Yeah, because I'm not getting anything here. Okay, so I'd have to either dig down quite a lot or move on. We're almost at time, so you know what? I think I'm just gonna go look for food by the ocean. Kind of in the middle here. South seems like the closest option. So I'm gonna go head for food, collect food, and then we'll end the episode, and I will start my off-camera search for the best iron mine that I can find to blow the hell out of. So yay. That'll be that. Okay, I got some fresh water here, so that's nice. Should have marked my horse, now that I think about it. That was stupid. Why didn't I do that? Okay, this is all fresh water for some reason. Okay, we'll probably have to go north for the ocean? I don't know. I just don't know. Yes, I do. I just won't admit it. If anybody got that, congratulations for watching Canadian television. If anybody Googled that, then, you know, liar. You didn't get that. Hello, Magnetite. So there's more of you here. Okay. It's not too far from the... Oh, there's Limonite here. Okay, so there's plenty of iron in the general vicinity of where I've left my horse. So, if I find iron, I'll find my horse. Basically what I'm getting at here. Can we find food in this area, please? Like, seriously, I'm starving. Bright side, mob spawns don't seem to be too intense, so that's cool. Alright, coming up on the body of water now. And you are? Oh, hello. Also fresh water. Why? Why? Where is the salt water at? I see an ocean. It is an ocean blue, right? Okay, maybe not. That would be. That's a long way to go. Okay, we'll follow the coast. If it changes to saltwater at any point, we'll know. If not, then eventually we'll make our way down to that cape. Is that what it's called? I think that's what it's called. We'll make it down to that cape eventually at some point, so no need to worry. Ow, he hit me. Jerk. Okay, we got a sandbar here with some seaweed on it. Cool. And I'm gonna just float out to those other beach little places. Actually, here's pretty good. Nothing's following me, so yay. No! Stay with me. There we go. 22 ounces of seaweed. We got this. Awesome. Alright, plenty of food. But that's going to do it for this episode, so thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed all that fun stuff. As always, if you did enjoy, please consider leaving a like or a comment. Any and all feedback is very much appreciated. And I do love hearing from you guys. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them. Next episode is episode 100. We're doing the big explosion, so I can probably answer a whole ton of questions while we're doing that. If your question does not make it onto the next episode, feel free to ask it in any of my other Minecraft series. You don't have to watch the episode if you don't want to. I would strongly recommend that you do, just because it would help me out a ton. But if you chose not to watch the videos, you just watch this one and was like, well, I want to get this question to him, I'll put it in there. And then I'll always tell people in what episode their question will be answered. So, there you go. If you've asked a question in here and I have not answered it in episode 100, leave a comment on my 100th episode and I will get back to you on that. And it could be a question about anything. It doesn't have to be a question about this series. It doesn't have to be a question about anything. It could be, you could ask my opinion on something, you could ask me literally anything. I obviously hold the right not to answer some questions, but, you know. In terms of personal stuff, probably. But, yeah. I'll do my best to answer absolutely everything, or at least address everything. So there you go. But that's gonna do it for... I think I already did my sign off, didn't I? Probably. Okay, where's my horse? I think he was south a little bit. I should probably just turn on passive mob location and set it to horses. Oh well. That's gonna do it for this one regardless, so I'll see you all, here he is, in the next one. Bye for now.